Hello there guys, and welcome back to Batman Arkham Origins. I'm still suffering from the plague a little bit, so I'm going to apologise now if I'm a little bit croaky or raspy, but it is important to me to keep the channel going, so I wanted to get the video up as quickly as possible. So we've started off in the Batcave, which is where we finished last time. We're going to use the fast travel point to Coventry because, let's be honest, it's the only place we can actually go to at the moment. Now, before we actually get into the majority of the main story, what I'm going to do is go and pay a visit to Enigma. There are a few things in this game that it's worth doing before you actually start on the main story, because it gives you some extra XP, which is brilliant for increasing your armor, because you start facing guys with guns a lot earlier in Origins than you ever did in City. So let's find somewhere to land. Now, as usual, it keeps doing all the stuff saying I don't have time and I should go straight for this and straight for that. It really does like to try and rush you. It's always the way it's been. What I would suggest doing, if you are playing through this game yourself, is that as often as possible, whenever you see groups of thugs, take them out, because it's a very good, quick and easy way of getting XP. Now, you'll also see, I don't know if we've done one so far in this series, but you can see I've got this arrow on the screen in the top right hand corner now that says there's a crime in progress. There's some guys there who I want to avoid because they're not what I'm doing. It's quite a distance away, this one. It's actually on the bridge, but you do get these crime in progress every now and again. And you usually get quite a lot of bad guys involved in these, but they're well worth doing because you actually get a fair bit of XP for taking them out. Now, there it is down there. We can see it right there. So we're going to go in. There still seems to be a little bit of a problem with the glide kicking and the dive bombing. It seems very difficult to actually get Batman to initiate in one of those things, which is a little bit strange. So I still have my usual problem here with not being able to land and time counters and attacks correctly. That's just my own stupid fault, really, but gonna carry on. Hopefully, yeah, I hit the wrong guy there, so I didn't avoid that one, sadly. So, yeah, whenever these pop up, it's well worth taking them out. Very good way of getting XP. You can tell I haven't played for a few days. I'm a little bit rusty here. Not that I was ever particularly good at the timing with the counters anyway, but do my best for you. Oh, failed that one miserably. Last guy there. Okay, brilliant. So we've dealt with that. And we should get a fair bit of points for that. We might even get a level out of that. And we performed 5 counters. So there's one of the Dark Knight challenges completed. Let's get up and over here. Not quite enough XP to level up. So, what I want to do, a couple of things. First of all, one thing that is very important, and I showed you these before, is these things here, like the Shadow Vigilante and Gotham Protector and Worst Nightmare. You have to do these in order. So, perform a straight 75-meter glide, etc. And then after I've done that one, I can move on to the vertical dive. And then we've got the other ones, like the Shadow Vigilante. So, perform 5 counters is the one we've just done. The next one is to use the quick fire batarang 3 times while in combat, and the one after that is reach the 8 times combo multiplier. Now, the one that's most important is in Worst Nightmare, because a lot of these ones require you to do things in a certain manner. So, for example, perform an inverted takedown, event takedown, and a wall takedown, which we did in the sort of intro tutorial thing. Perform 3 silent takedowns in a single Predator encounter. Now, things like that, there are only a limited number of Predator encounters in the game. And some more of them, like this one, rank 10. Complete a Predator encounter with a high threat level or higher without being seen. But the problem is, if you get to the last Predator encounter in the game and you haven't done some of these ones in between, you won't be able to do that one. So it's very, very important to try and do as many of these as early as possible. But what we're going to do, before we get onto the story, we're going to head down here, we're going to pay Enigma a visit, because that's going to unlock some of the extra bits and pieces that we can do as we travel around. So, let's keep moving. If we do get any more of those crimes in progress, we will sort of deal with them. Not having a good day with my controls today. So yeah, I've been ill, I've been taking meds, and I'm just a little bit sort of... Well, let's be honest, I feel a little bit crappy, so it's making things a bit tricky. But we shall carry on nonetheless, so let's carry on trying to get get over to the other side of the map. That didn't work. It does take a long time to get around in this city. Almost there though. Now you see this on the ground, you'll instantly notice this as a pressure pad, like the ones in Arkham City for the secrets. Now they look a little bit different, they haven't got a big obvious question mark on them. I don't like these ones because it's difficult to tell when they're activated or not. I mean the lighting on them does change, but it's not really obvious like it was on the old ones. But we need to drop down here. As you can see, again, I tried the glide and it didn't work. It's given us this weird slow motion thing, but it didn't do things the way I wanted it to. So let's continue fighting these guys. Take them out as much as we can. Now you'll notice I'm using the Batarang here. That's because I'm trying to do that next unlock. Oh, screwed that one up. Well, we have reached Enigma's HQ apparently. Not sure why this guy's stuck between the cars. Oh no, he's coming out now. So, there we go. Use the Batarang 3 times. And we did the 8 times combo multiplier. We actually did 2 in 1 there. So we get an upgrade for that, which is the free flow focus. We haven't leveled yet, so we've got nothing to spend. But the next one we need to do now is perform 3 special combo takedowns. And it doesn't say they all have to be done in a single fight. So that is absolutely brilliant. But let's remember that one. So what we're going to do now is we are going to go up here and have a little search on this hollow wall. And an Enigma Door, which will be very familiar if you've watched or played Arkham City, much the same as they were in that game. So we're going to get in this elevator and we are going to listen to Enigma ramble on for a little bit while I have Enigma, a drink.
Where are you?
I'm right here. Well, figuratively speaking anyway. Disappointed I didn't choose to meet up in person?
What's this about? Sionis hire you to throw me off his trail?
Think of me as an information broker. I've got data handlers everywhere, feeding me all kinds of interesting stuff.
And you think this is going to destroy Gotham?
Oh, yes. See, bullet wounds and broken bones will eventually heal. But incriminating photos, videos, emails, that kind of damage can never be repaired. Tomorrow morning, when I release everything I've got, the city's going to collapse. Resignations, arrests, deaths. It'll be chaos in the streets, Batman, and there's not a thing you can do to stop me.
So, a very slow elevator ride while we listen to Enigma ramble on. And we've leveled up. So let's spend that immediately. And go for some more combat armor. Proceed forwards. Cryptographic sequencer.
No key, no entry.
So as you see, we cannot get in. We are being jammed.
I figured you'd try and get all caveman on my equipment. It's password protected, I'm afraid, with 10,000 volts of electricity. You lost, Batman. Might as well head home and get some rest. With everyone's deepest, darkest secrets about to go on public display, I've got a feeling tomorrow's going to be a very busy day for you.
One way or another, I'm shutting you down. Destroying all the network relays will let me access his server. It's the only way to stop him. Those must be the handlers he was talking about. I can use them to track down the extortion data he's been collecting.
Okay, so that was pretty much the reason for coming through here. So we can't do anything else. We can't get through that door. And we can't access that computer without shutting down, destroying all of the network relays. So back up we go. Should be a little bit quicker on the way up than it was on the way down. Has the door opened? Ah, yes, there it is. I was facing the wrong direction. So, let's get back out into the city.
If I don't get to Jezebel Plaza before that arms deal, I'll have no way to locate the Penguin.
So, as you can see, as soon as we've stepped out the door, we have facial recognition matched and highlighted that guy in green. He is one of the informants, just the same way that they worked in City. We're going to go down and deal with these guys. Now, one of the advantages of this compared to City is it doesn't actually... You don't have to knock them out last. You can actually get away... You do actually get away with knocking them out completely. And then he'll let me interrogate him.
Man, I was this close to clocking you.
And now you'll get nothing but some broken teeth if you don't tell me where you hid the extortion data.
I'll tell you where it's at, but it won't do you much good. I'll be back on my feet in an hour, coming for you.
No, you won't.
So, there we go. Extortion file data packs located. Now, some are quite easy. These are the extortion data packs. You see that red thing on the wall. These basically replace the Riddler trophies, the little question marks from City. I'm going to switch to my backlog, because this one's quite easy. And then I think, actually, no, it's not the one that I was looking at. So what I need to do is step on here. Timer starts. Some quick fire batarangs. Hit them. Switch to number 2. And pull the data pack. And there we go. There's the first one.
Looks like it's part of a larger set. If I can collect enough of these, I should be able to read the file.
I'm also going to turn the video volume up. I know I've been running the game sounds at the same volume. Those guys are armed. We'll leave them. I've been running the game volume at the same volume I was for City, but a few people have said that it's quite quiet, so I'm going to try turning it up a little bit. So, what we're going to do now, quick look on the map. And as you can see, we now have this question mark, which is Enigma's HQ, we've already found. These yellow things are the relays that we already know about. Relays get put on the map when we unlock a radio tower. We also have the extortion data. And these data packs are marked on the map when we interrogate data handlers. Now, there's one more data handler here. So, let's go and deal with him while we're in the vicinity. Might as well do these where we can. There is a radio tower over here. Might be able to do it. This is the Burnley Tower. This is the one that was bugged for quite some time. And it was actually stopping people from progressing in the game. It has been fixed now. So, we'll have a go and see if we can do that. So, we've got our data handler again. Another cop. So, let's deal with both of these guys. Oh, sorry you screwed that up, because I wanted to do a combo takedown, and that would have had one ticked off the list. Didn't work out as well as I wanted it to, did it? He's still on his feet. So I just want to give you an example. Oh, it's not going to let me do it. I was going to try and knock out the informant first, but it wouldn't let me. Well, he was already down for the count.
You've got 3 seconds to tell me where you hid the extortion data for Enigma.
You're a dead man.
3.
Brandon and the boys will take you down.
2.
Okay, stop. Just stop. I'll tell you where it is.
So that's some more of them marked on the map. To be fair, a lot of them are quite easy to find anyway. You can usually spot them. But what we're going to do now is head to Burnley Comms Tower and see if we can unlock that.
I need any unassigned unit for special assignment. Stand by.
Okay, we do have a crime in progress, so let's go ahead and deal with that. Remember what I said, it's good XP. And you can see them down there, all these guys highlighted in red, so we're going to go straight down. They're robbing a ATM machine. Oh. I honestly thought I was going to be able to deal with that knife attack there, and just cannot seem to pull off my combos at the moment. Let's go for the beat down. That was a combo takedown, which I did deliberately, because that should count now as one of the combo takedowns. So, that's completed. Let's have a very quick look at the... It was Shadow Vigilante, wasn't it? So, yeah, you can see now in the top right-hand corner it says 1 of 3, so we've managed to do one of them. Don't have to do them all in the same fight. Carrying on to the radio tower, if we can get there. It's a little bit more difficult to actually find things to grapple onto in this game. In City, you could pretty much grapple anywhere you wanted. I'm just going to turn around there because I've just noticed... Wrong button. Oh, we got it anyway. I was just about to say that's one of the relays we need to destroy. So there's our second combo takedown. And there's our third. So that should be good. That's another challenge complete.
Hey, I want to see this. We gotta work together.
And that should be all of them out. Yep, perform 3 special combo takedowns. What do we have to do for the next one? Complete a fight without leaving focus mode. Doable. But let's carry on and get where we were heading. Now, a lot of these Riddler puzzles are very, very similar to how they were in City. Like, this one needs electricity, which we used to use the Sonic Batarang for. There are a couple of occasions where that still works. However, there is another way of doing it, which requires a gadget that we do not have access to yet. Can't get in this way. Now, you are supposed to get in here with a gadget that drops you on to the roof, but there is another way of getting up here. You just have to glitch your way in. Let's deal with these guys on the roof first.
What are we gonna do? Man, tearing those guys apart. Where did this guy come from?
Well, there's the stuffed up that challenge of not leaving focus mode. I was going to try for it, but I mistimed a counter.
How do you like this? It's on! They found him! Lost him! This ain't fair.
Good combo, though.
Look who just showed up. Have you really decided to try and take me on? Get to it then. I'm looking forward to watching you fail.
So, what you're supposed to do, there's a gadget that you've probably seen on some of the videos that allow you to... It works a little bit like the line launcher that we haven't got yet. But there is another way in. Which is we can literally just climb in through this window. Oh, it won't let us do it this way anymore, will it? We can actually hack that thing from the window if we've got the upgrade to the sequencer. We can actually hack it from this distance. So let's do that.
I'm upping the stakes, Batman, just like I promised.
Now what he does now is he locks the window, because what you're supposed to do is get in here first, and then you're supposed to go through that grate that you can see up on the ceiling. The problem was they actually had a glitch in the game that meant that even though you could pull that grate down, you couldn't actually climb up. Now, there was a way to get around that, which was to do this.
Not that I blame you. This sort of thing really isn't your strong suit.
Right, I screwed that up, so let's try it again. So yeah, because they actually didn't test the game very well, you had to cheat a little bit. So you had to fly away over here, turn around, grapnel boost from here, dive to get some speed, pull back up to gain some height, and land on this pipe. Then you had to try and crouch and do something very, very jiggly with the camera. A little bit tricky. Probably can't get it to work this time. Or they may have even fixed it. I think they might have fixed it. If it's the case, we'll just go and do it the normal. Oh, nearly. So you see when he does this little sort of animation where he gets stuck falling. You used to be able to do that and then glitch your way to a jump and get up to the top. Doesn't look like that's going to work, so we'll be doing that at another time. But what I'm going to do, as we're about at the end of this video, I'm going to call in the Batwing, fly ourselves back to the Batcave, because I'm about to choke. And this will give us an excellent place to save. And then on the next video, we can start with the main story. We'll have another quick word with Alfred, just to see if he has any pearls of wisdom for us.
Do come and say hello if you have time.
Anything to report?
Nothing you don't already know, sir.
Oh, well, so it wasn't really worth me speaking to you anyway. But there we are, back in the Batcave. So, thanks again for watching, guys. Sorry there's been a bit of a delay. I'll try and keep all the videos coming out in a timely fashion for as long as I can. I hope you're still enjoying the series. So, until next time, goodbye for now.